Hi guys, Rob Chapman.
Hello, how are you doing?
That's so crazy. So this is my second casual chat with video.
It's going to be mega cash. Well, should we start by taking a look at my favourite guitar in the store?
Oh yes, please.
Okay,
that's a good start.
Follow me.
Follow him.
So we shot a bunch of videos in here yesterday with Andy, and Kris helped us organise all sorts of stuff with our lives. And then unfortunately, I found this. And I'm going to kick myself for showing anyone else on the internet because I really want to acquire it. Trying to find a way that I can make that happen in my life. But this is the best Les Paul I've ever played in my life. And I've been doing this stupid job for about 10 or 11 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, and I really mean it's the best Les Paul I've ever played in my life. Wow. It is €5,500, and it's a custom shop T-burst Les Paul. It's so, let's close the door.
Oh yeah.
It is so ridiculously resonant that it just feels, you know when a guitar gives back? That's what happens with this guitar, it just wants to give. It's a giver. Oh man.
I can tell you're in love.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife said, can you put baby seats on it and drive it to the doctors? No, you can't. No, you can't.
But it costs less than a car. Well, some cars.
Not the kind of car that I would buy. So anyway, this is the one that invariably got away. One of my favourite things to look at is this pink bass.
Oh really? Wait, let me show.
Whoever has the balls to play that is going to be, a unique individual. It's cool, huh? And I love that they made the fretboard pink. I've never seen a pink fretboard before, have you?
No, not really. So Rob, do you think you are ahead of your time? Or you were ahead of your time when you started? Or was it a perfect timing?
How do I answer that without sounding like I'm really big-headed or blowing my own trumpet or up my own ass or something? So
you'd have to,
Well, so I played guitar since I was 16.
Okay.
But then I had to work to make money. So I was teaching guitar and I was working in marketing at Virgin Mobile. I started off on the phones.
Okay.
As a customer service agent.
Call center.
And then I progressed on to like team leader. Ooh. And then I started doing marketing work and working with ops managers and doing little reports and things. And I learnt basic kind of marketing chops. And then when I found when social media suddenly existed, it's the weirdest thing to say that happened in my lifetime. And I was on MySpace, essentially.
Oh no way! You started on MySpace.
Yeah.
Wow.
Essentially making posters for my guitar lessons, but as a MySpace video. Hi, I'm Rob Chapman, and I'm a guitar teacher from Trowbridge in Wiltshire. If you'd like to learn the major scale, come and learn from me. My number is blah 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 blah. And someone said, this is really good, but you should try this new place called YouTube.
Okay.
So I started to take it seriously, and I applied my experience in marketing to YouTube.
Okay.
And then I started to treat it as if it was something serious, but I didn't take myself seriously.
Which turned out pretty well.
But basically, the first few videos, I was really kind of straight-faced and not being me.
I remember.
Was like, hi, so nice to meet you. I'm Rob, and thank you for watching this video. And please subscribe. And then I was shooting a video for the Tiny Terror.
Yeah.
I got bored, and I started dicking around.
I remember the.
Yeah. And then in the edit, I was just like, I'll just put it up,
Whatever.
People are going to hate it. And it was just, at the time it was big. It was a really big deal.
Yeah.
And I realised that it's important to be who you are, and I'm not a sensible person. Your question was I ahead of
your time?
My time?
Yeah.
I think I I was lucky to be given the right equipment to deal with that technology.
Okay.
So I had the marketing. I had a lot of confidence from a background of martial arts. I was a confident person, and I had a plan, and I could play a bit. So I was one of the first people to go, I wonder if I could use YouTube to reach thousands of people all over the planet. I literally thought, oh, wait a minute, isn't this just everybody?
Yeah.
It was one of those weird things to think. You know, a lot of people think locally, and I suddenly was thinking globally.
Yeah.
And that mental leap pushed me into doing what I do now. So I'm the daddy of YouTube guitar. But you know what? I don't really talk about this a lot. I don't do a lot of YouTube things.
Okay.
So I don't go to YouTube conventions. I don't go to social media events. I am a musician who uses YouTube.
Okay.
I am not a YouTuber who does music.
Can you see this?
It's so nice. I don't understand how
water.
so much liquid can be put into guitars and it's not an issue. People have superpowers, they don't always know it. So Kris has a superpower.
Whoa.
Where, for example, he can guess the weight of a guitar exactly by just holding it. It's
Not always.
I have two. One is that I can fall asleep on a countdown from 5 to 1 without a
No
second.
way.
No, I can.
No way.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
You have to prove
anywhere
that.
at any
No
point.
way.
I really can. Ask Rabia.
I will.
It irritates him beyond belief because I sleep with beer a lot. I'm in hotels with beer a lot. We share a room.
It's not that kind of show, please.
And I snore a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's like,
We all do.
He's like, Rob, you sleep immediately. I'm like, yeah, I just spent a long time meditating and practicing things to help you do that.
That's very impressive, man.
Thank you, dude. But what I do
love to
now
have
is I
that.
give him a countdown. Sorry,
Okay.
I give him a head start.
Okay.
So I say, okay, B, you got 10 minutes. And he goes, it's really funny watching someone try to sleep before you. Like, okay, oh God.
I need to.
But yeah, once
like-
I did the countdown out loud for beer, I was like 5, 4, 3, and then I was out, and he was like, "Fuck's sake." That's one superpower. It's really useful.
Wow.
The other, a lot of people say, how do you do? I have two limited companies. I've got like 3 bands or projects. You know, wife, kids, and all sorts of stuff. How do you? I can sleep.
Yeah.
If you can't sleep,
No
you
way.
can't recharge your battery.
Yeah.
My other superpower is that I really like people.
Wow.
I even really like people that aren't very nice
Really?
because I enjoy the interaction and the observation.
Okay.
So if someone is a little bit like antagonistic or a bit confrontational, or not, or they've got some problems and they're a bit angry, I still enjoy being around them and interacting. I just like observing people.
Okay.
I find it fascinating. And so I think if I didn't like people, I would find this role that I have found myself in to be really challenging.
Oh yeah, probably impossible even.
Well, yeah, because people stop me all day long every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they always say, excuse me, are you Rob Chapman?
Really?
Yeah, and then you kind of go, you start thinking, am I? No one ever goes,
It's a very deep.
Rob Chapman, I watch
thought.
your videos. They go, excuse me, are you Rob Chapman? I think that's a really interesting piece of human psychology.
Yeah.
But I would like to say, if you see me out and about, please do come and say hello. Because what I do see is a lot of people from a distance kind of going, and then they photograph me from across the road.
That's
Just
way
like,
more weird than just
come and-
actually sitting and.
Just come and say hello, yeah.
How do you see yourself in a few years' time? Do you have any plans or any?
I'll definitely
I don't know.
be a few years older.
Oh, please do that.
And
Otherwise, I will look really shitty beside you.
I'm really hoping to buy a house.
Okay, you're about to buy.
Well, I'm moving. So I've moved house 6 times in 6 years
Yeah. Oh man.
because I rent.
Yeah.
Having a studio, kitting it out, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And then having my own place to write and practice vocals is the hardest thing.
Okay.
Singing in a rented accommodation when you're loud. I mean, I'm really loud when I sing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, go and find a flat where it's not an issue.
Yeah. I'm releasing an album
Oh really?
at the end of this year.
Okay. Which band?
It's called Rob Chapman.
A solo.
It's an instrumental landscape soundscape album.
Wow.
So what I aspire to do was create a series of pieces of music that were inspired by a landscape. So desert, ice cave,
Oh, wow.
forest, jungle, mountain range, plains. Do you want to hear some?
Yeah. Ooh. Wow. So are you doing demos already?
Don't show anybody, all right? Because it's really important.
Just
that we
between
keep
us.
We have to keep the secret. This is second production sweep of a tune currently called Desert,
Okay.
which is based on a desert landscape. So I'll play you the first minute and then I'll play you the last minute. Like you could imagine this being played on a National Geographic documentary or
Absolutely.
the loading screen of a game.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's the first part, and then I'll take it to...
Wow.
So it's
Sweet harmonies.
Thanks, dude.
Really?
So it is they're all composed, based, and inspired by landscapes. And I made a storyboard, picked a key, picked a mode, picked a chord progression, explained the storyboard to a couple of producers I'm working with, Andy and Graham, and they constructed the backing with my input onto it. The sun comes up, there are footsteps. Suddenly you see a tree, and then it fades. Clouds come over, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I play over it.
Wow.
But what I'm trying to do, and I tell you what, this is the hardest thing I've ever done, is to play guitar without being conscious of the key, the mode, and trying to sing through your hand. So you put your hand on the guitar and you just, and I'll pre-bend and not know where I am, and then play and sing.
Ah, okay.
So hard. But you end up with vocal phrasing and vocal melodies and almost like you feel like lyric. And I would have lyrics in my head.
Absolutely.
And then try and sing and say them. You know?
It's very personal too. I mean,
yeah, very.
You really don't rely on rules and theory.
Yeah.
You really just go for it, and whatever comes out of these two, ended up
really
being heard.
emotional.
Yeah.
At one point, the engineer walked in, and he and I were both like welled up in tears, kind of thing, you know.
Wow.
And I was like, as if that happens with instrumental guitar. But
That's not bad. Yeah,
it can if you're actually emoting rather than
Yeah.
just playing licks and chops, which is what I do a lot of demo guitar.
Yeah.
Where I am employed to play a bit of shred, do a lick, do things that people
Show certain sounds.
Right.
Yeah.
And as a musician, that irritates me sometimes.
Okay.
Because it's not musical. And a lot of people would be forgiven for thinking that that's how I play.
Yeah.
But if they listen to my music, if you listen to Clockwork Wolf and Company or Dorje or this new stuff that's coming out, that's not how I play.
What do you think will happen with YouTube? With all these copyright things and all the European regulations too, on top of that and whatever?
I think you can rest assured that there's enough money involved in YouTube.
I don't want to know. I don't even want to know
That
how much.
Probably it's a focus of Google to continue to operate it.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't possibly go, Google know anything about human about that. But I mean, it's like Brexit.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted it, really.
Yeah.
But
we have to deal with whatever comes.
not a lot will change. Hopefully. It's embarrassing for my country. It really is.
Every country has its issues, believe me.
Yeah.
I could go on forever.
But it's hardest with my social group because almost everyone I know is in a relationship with someone from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because we're very multicultural, thank God.
Yeah.
My wife is from, she's now English because she's become English. She's more English than I am.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she has to know about my country. I didn't have to know about it, I was just born there. But,
I know about that.
Matt's with a Danish girl, and there are loads of just,
I guess there are times, difficult times where people get, I don't know, pissed off too many things and become
Yeah.
too idiotic and
It's just
start to
politicians trying to play to people that they think will vote for them and then jumping out when they
yeah,
get
sure.
their way.
They think in 4-year, 5-year terms anyhow,
No.
and it's
What
your
about-
life. It changes.
But you know what I think's funny? If you work for yourself and then you realise there's a massive landmass over there where you could work for loads of different countries, but there's a lot of money. Why would you not want to
Yeah.
be a part of that landmass and then have work available to you? You know, I mean, I
That's
would
probably-
like to be free to work in Germany like I am now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Luckily, I get a Maltese passport very soon. This is why, by the way. So I'm shooting videos with Thomann,
Yeah,
which is really fun.
absolutely.
And I'm here now, and I'm here for a week shooting 3 months worth of content because of Brexit. Because I think it will be harder to come back and work. But I get a Maltese passport because I married a Maltese lady,
Oh,
which
okay.
makes me European and Schengen.
There you go.
So I haven't got it yet, but I get it soon.
Okay.
And then I just use my Maltese passport.
Crazy.
Immune, baby.
There's a life hack right there.
Immunity. That's right. Yeah. Marry a foreigner. That'll sort you out.
And on that bombshell. Rob, thanks very much. This
Thanks.
was really enjoyable.
I
And
appreciate
as always.
talking about music because a lot of the time in
stuff.
my interviews I go, so what guitar is Chapman making next? And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
can't we talk about music and composition? But that's because you're a musician.
Yeah, I mean,
Make sure
That's-
that you subscribe and click the bell button on Kris's channel and also like and comment and all those kind of good things because he needs all the special support that he can
oh
get
yeah, I do.
from all the nice people.
This is a small channel, but
It's a
I hope you
small
guys
world.
enjoyed. It's a small world, yeah.
Bye.
Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye bye. Whoop.